Alright, so this is a rifle I've shown on the channel a couple times, but not really talked too much about yet. And this is my new AR-10 build. So this thing was made largely by a viewer of mine, Matt. And me and him have actually become pretty good friends over the last few months, just chatting back and forth. But he actually had this extra 18-inch Criterion AR-10 barrel laying around he wasn't planning on doing anything with. So he actually sent it to me, not even knowing me, so I couldn't be more thankful about that. And I've got to put together this AR-10 because of it. So I got a little Shorty AR-10 now in 308, which is just absolutely lights out. Took me a while to get a load that I was super happy with worked up, but I now have the 168 grain ELDs shooting sub half minute consistently. So I could not be happier with how this thing has turned out. And for its very first trip out yesterday at distance, instead of doing much data collection, because the field conditions were still just right, and as you can see, that is probably over for at least the next few days until everything dries up, if the crops don't come up too high in the meantime. But I also do have one more 7 SAUM ELR video coming up here very soon that I think you guys will be impressed with and really enjoy. But this thing, first trip out, little Shorty AR-10. Instead of collecting data first, I actually got done this morning, went out and collected some data. The thing is lining up, water line's perfect, but took it straight out to 1,471 yards. Third round impact, so my velocity test and my AB numbers lined up really good, and got a third round impact, backed it up on the fifth. So I could not be happier with how this thing is turning out. Really looking forward. For a first trip out, this was pretty incredible to take this thing out to almost 1,500 yards. My furthest shot ever with the 308 is 1,520 yards, and that's with a 22-inch. So for the 18-inch to get there this fast, it was only 72 minutes of angle, which I know that's still, or 74 minutes of angle, sorry. That's still quite a bit, but really confident because of how consistent it was shooting that we can take this out much further. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys enjoy this. The first trip out with the little Shorty here, AR-10, 308, 168 grain ELDs. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. All right, so here we go. This is 1,470 yards with the little Shorty AR-10 here. Let's see. Now this scope is not ideal for this, but I think we can make it work. I've got a really good idea of what data is going to be. Okay, just off the left. Okay, over the top. Got him. Huh. Right in front. Alright, that's backed up. So, what was that? We took 5 shots there. Little Shorty AR-10, first trip out. That's almost my furthest shot with a 308. That gives me a really good idea of what we're going to be able to do with this. I'm really looking forward to stretching this thing way out. If we can do 1,470, that was about 68 minutes of elevation there. So we can add some to that. We should be able to get this out well beyond 1,500. So I'm looking forward to that. This is going to be a lot of fun. On top of that, it puts me in the AR-10 platform, which there's a lot of possibilities there. So, all right, so the little Shorty AR-10 gets it done at 1,471. I'm really excited to stretch this thing out even further. So there's one headshot there and one center mass. So that is a long way for a little 18-inch 308, and I have real confidence that we'll be able to get that out quite a bit further.